Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Hamashiach, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rokah HaKodash. Double honors to the elders, bishops, and apostles who teach and rule well, who exhort the name of the Most High Yahweh, in the name of his beloved Son, Yahweh Shai. Shalom. And shalom to all the brothers out there on the corners and the highways and byways, magnifying the name of Yahweh Bahashem Hamashiach Yahweh Shai, and exhorting the sheep, and who are also teaching sound doctrine. Almighty Shalom to you. On the topic of salvation and who it pertains to, it seems to be a hot topic on the table right now. And it is only through the grace of the Most High Yahweh bestowing his mercies upon us, opening our eyes, and giving us the gift of the Ruach HaKodesh, that we are able to go through the scriptures and hear his voice through the men in which he had blessed them to preach this word. If you have ears to hear and eyes to see, then you are called into this ministry. And it's getting late in the game. It's no longer a spectator sport. He has given us ample time to seek his face while he may be found, and to build yourself up in sound doctrine so you can sift out the inconsistencies that are not found in the scriptures as the topic of salvation, redemption. It only pertains to one nation of people who had to endure the curses tied to the blessing in the scriptures and the curses. So if you can identify yourself under these curses, and you are being drawn into this marvelous light, you will hear the voice of your teachers saying, this is the way you should go and walk there in it. You should know this already. And for those of you who know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying. For the younger brothers that are coming into the ministry and are still picking up the pieces, the elders have already been laying the groundwork for years and decades. And as we approach that day, it's picking up. More and more men are teaching sound doctrine. But there's also those who are still needing to be taught, to be built up, and need to self-examine themselves so as not to be sifted out. Because the Most High Yah is a terrible power, and he will give you over to the imaginations of your wicked heart. That's the scary part. So I implore all men who may come across this video that are diligently seeking truth to self-examine yourself first and foremost, and hold your peace before you open that sepulcher to release something that might cause you and someone else to stumble and be cast out. This is a dangerous game. He says, before you come to serve the Lord, examine yourself, because you will be pulled into trials. Many trials that's going to test your faith. Are you still going to seek him? Are you still going to seek him when you're tested? When the pressures become very severe? Because although it may be sweet in our mouth as honey at first, it can become bitter once you start understanding what you're involved in. Because you will be an outcast. No one will like you. You are not designed to fit in to this dying world. If you are going to be a seeker and pleaser of men, there's the door. Go. Go now. Go quickly. You don't got to say bye. Just go. Because this is a walk for very few. Very few. Well, let me not get too drawn away. It's been a while since I put up any type of video, and Salakia for that. I'm late, so to speak. But on the topic of salvation, the context and the precepts that I have built up thus far, I mean, brothers who know the truth, you know, you can go a different million ways with this to bring home the point, but it always comes back to the same thing. Salvation is only for one nation of people, and that nation being Yasha Allah, or Israel, true Israel, the people who have endured the curses and who are going to receive the blessings. That pertains to one nation of people, right? So in the context of this video, we just want to be a quick exhortation to highlight and to just keep it light for you other brothers coming in, so that way you can pick up some of the pieces and expound on them for yourself. With that, I want to jump right into Luke, the book of Luke, real quick. And I just want to lay the groundwork and have this video be a quick exhortation. So Luke 1:68 on down reads, "Blessed be the Elohim of Yasha Allah, for he hath visited and redeemed his people, and hath raised up a horn of salvation." That horn of salvation would be Hamashiach, a power of salvation, right? "For us in the house his servant David, as he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets." He will only speak through his prophets, men, "which have been since the world began, that we should be saved from our enemies and from the hand of all of them that hate us." It's showing a polarity right now. It's telling you that there is a people that need to be saved and redeemed, that need a power to be rescued out of the hands of their enemies. So you have a group of enemies, and then you have a group of people that are under their enemies that need to be saved. Makes sense, right? Clear cut. Next one is going into the book of Leviticus. I pray that Abaya will move me into a realm where I'm better with using digital devices and whatnot. But if not, I'm okay with what I have. Praise be unto the Most High Yahweh. Leviticus 26:44 and 46 from the top, and it reads, "And yet, for all that, when they be in the land of their enemies, I will not cast them away, neither will I abhor them, to destroy them utterly, and to break my covenant with them." So he has established a covenant, a marital covenant, a certificate. That is an everlasting covenant. It doesn't break. It doesn't change. I'm still married to you. "For I am their power, and I will, for their sakes, remember the covenant of their ancestors, whom I brought forth out of the land of Egypt in the sight of the heathen." There, it's showing you that he is coming to rescue, and he has rescued our ancestors from the land of their captivity. Right here is saying Egypt, which means bondage. Excuse me. In the sight of the heathen. So the heathens are watching a people being rescued. That's the first Exodus, right? The first Exodus. So those people that were rescued out of Egypt were Israelites only being saved because they were serving their sentence in bondage for transgressing the commandments and the laws. No other nations were serving alongside them, scooping out dirt out of holes and serving their enemies. It was one nation of people serving another nation. 46. These are the statutes and judgments and laws which Yahweh have made between him and the children of Israel in Mount Sinai by the hand of Moses. Moses went up, received the laws, came down, and distributed the laws unto the children, in which they sworn by their mouth, saying that we will do. Israel and Moses, which was an intercessor between the Most High and the children, a chosen, anointed vessel to handle the word of the Most High and distribute it amongst the children of Israel. You see the parallel with Yahushai, right? Next verse, Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy 7, 6 and 7. For thou art a holy people, a Kodash people, set apart. For thou art a holy people unto your power, Yahweh. And Yahweh the Elohim hath chosen you to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth. We are walking on earth right now, and he has separated a group of people unto himself to be a special people unto himself above all people. So there is another separation between a chosen people and a people who is not chosen, not holy. Holy, set apart, Kodash, not holy. Right? One covenant, one people. Salvation, speaking to one people. Verse 7 in Deuteronomy chapter 7. And Yahweh did not set his love upon you, nor choose you, because you were more in number than any people, for ye were the fewest of all people. A very few Kodash, set apart, holy people above the face of the earth. Right now, the world is in gross darkness. They love their sin. They run to it. They sustain their imaginary existence of a role they want to fulfill, eating off the plate of Pharaoh in every which way. They do not separate themselves from the world. They want to be partakers of the world. They want to be included in the world. A separated Holy Kodash people is going to go the other way. It's going to bolt the other way. I pray they do. Again, showcasing these precepts built upon precepts that he's speaking to only one group of people. If you get it, you get it. If you don't get it, it was not meant for you. Psalms 33 and 12. Sorry about that. That might have felt a little prideful, but I'm not prideful. It's just the arrogance of people sometimes is just, it gets a little overwhelming. And I pray the Most High Yah separates me from being pulled into my carnal flesh and to stay within the realm of the Comforter. Psalms 33 and 12. Psalms 33 and 12. Sorry, brothers. Psalms 33 and 12. Psalms 33 and 12. I love my book. Psalms 33 and 12. Blessed is the nation whose Elohim, or whose power is Yahweh, and the people whom he hath chosen for his own inheritance. I don't know if that needs further explanation. That's pretty much in your face. I do have Deuteronomy 32 and 9 precept to that real quick. I didn't write that down, but let me see what it is. 32 and 9. Excuse me. It says, for Yahweh's portion is his people. Jacob is the lot of his inheritance. Oh, let me, Deuteronomy 32 and verse 8. When the Most High divided to the nations their inheritance, when he separated the sons of Adam, he set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Yasha'Allah. Let me read it again. When the Most High, Yahweh, divided the nations, he divided the nations. Okay? Their inheritance, when he separated the sons of Adam, he set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Yasha'Allah. For Yahweh's portion is his people. Yaiqwab is the lot of his inheritance. Showing you a division, a division, a division, a division, a division. It's not Yosemiteism. It's not come together, let's be one, and only by his ruach will he gather what he wants to consider that cluster. He will do it. It's not, let's just, let's just work it out. No, it's none of that. None of that. Amos 3. Next verse, Amos 3, 1 and 2. Hear the word that Yahweh have spoken against you, O children of Yasha'Allah, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, the context of the multitude, the mixed multitude that's gathered with the children of Israel, that could be a topic for another time. But I'm willing to bet that mixed multitude is only Israel. Only Israel. Only 12 tribes. You only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities. Only you. I'm only going to punish you out of everyone on the earth because you did not do what your forefathers said they were going to fulfill. They owe me a debt. They owe me a debt. We owe him a debt. Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Dad. Sorry. Next verse I have, let's go to Baruch 3. Baruch 3, 1 through 8. I'm going to go through it real quickly. O Yahweh Almighty, or Allahayim, Yahweh of Yasha'Allah. I'm going to read it as it is, so that way I can get through it. O Lord Almighty, God of Israel, the soul in anguish, the troubled spirit crieth unto thee. Hear, O Yahweh, and have mercy, for thou art merciful, and have pity upon us, because we have sinned before you. For thou endurest forever. And we perish utterly. O Yahweh, thou God of Israel, hear now the prayers of the dead Israelites and of their children, which have sinned before thee, and not hearkened unto the voice of thee their God. For the which cause these plagues cleave to us. These curses, they cleave to us no matter where we go. You can't run from them. And you can't save yourself. You cannot save yourself. It doesn't matter how much food you stockpile in your cabinet. It doesn't matter how many gats and guns and stuff you think you're going to use when those times come. Nothing you can do can save you. Only him by your faith and your works. You have to put on those fruits. Examine yourself. Increase in the wisdom. Listen to what you're being told to do. Search it out for yourself. Pray, fast, repent. So that way you can hear what he's saying in those times. Verse 7. No, let me jump back up to 5. Remember not the iniquity. We're in Baruch chapter 3 and now verse 5. Remember not the iniquities of our forefathers, but think upon thy power and thy name now at this time. We're praying and asking him to remember the covenant, remember the oath that you sworn to Abraham, saying that you will have mercy upon us if we're in the land of our captivities and we turn from our wicked ways, put down the customs of the Gentiles and the heathens, and search out his face to teach us who we are so we can have the good graces of climbing back onto that covenant. Verse 7 or verse 6, for thou art the Lord our power, and thee, O Yahweh, will we praise. And for this cause thou hast put thy fear in our hearts, to the intent that we should call upon thy name and praise thee in our captivity. For we have called to mind all the iniquity of our forefathers that sinned before thee. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us. Scattered us. Do some homework on the scattered. For a reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payments according to all the iniquities of our fathers, which departed from Yahweh our Elohim. Okay? This is a plea, a cry unto the Almighty, telling him, verse 4, O Yahweh Almighty, our God of Israel, hear now the prayers of the dead Israelites. Dead Israelites. It doesn't say everybody. It's saying Israelites. Baruch chapter 4, verse 6. Right. Ye were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because ye moved Yahweh to wrath. Ye were delivered unto the enemies. You were delivered unto your enemies. There was a select group of people over a couple hundred of years span being sold into captivity, slavery, chattel slavery, no less. Chattel slavery and indentured servitude, two different things. One is a bondman who receives reparation after he has fulfilled that time of serving. Chattel slavery, no reparation. You're just worn out. Worn out. We're going to tie it all back into the last and final verse. I'm sorry, Salakia, beloved, if I was long-winded with a little Genesis 17. Genesis 17. We're going to go there real quick. I pray that this epistle was edifying to whomever comes across it. I pray that these verses will expound on your understanding and bring more, bring you some light to your edification, and not become a stumbling block. Genesis 17 and 7. And I will establish my covenant between me and thee and thy seed after thee in their generations for an everlasting covenant, to be a power unto thee and to thy seed after thee. And I will give unto thee and to thy seed after thee the land wherein thou art a stranger, all the land of Canaan, for an everlasting possession, and I will be their Elohim. This was an everlasting covenant to give us a land, a holy Kodash land, from the very beginning. And through these periods of captivity, through multiple empires coming and going, we are now in the last captivity, to turn back unto our power, to have that hope of redemption and salvation by our faith and our works substantiating why we may be grafted back in to that original tree. So with that, I pray this was edifying. To the hopeful elect, please endure. And to everyone else out there exhorting in sound doctrine, Almighty Shalom and Barakatam. Shalom.